Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We will be presenting couples culture among Muslims in Malaysia. This is the members of the group, and this is the flow of the contents in our presentation.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Husna Zafira binti Abdul Fazli and my metric number is 2014366. So I will be the first one to talk about introduction. The content of introduction is the purpose of the project, the background and the root cause. After the discussion, we have decided to study about couple culture among Muslim in Malaysia. So for the first, what is couple? Couple can be defined as a romantic relationship between two different genders before marriage. Our aim is to identify why couple culture is a norm among Muslims in Malaysia, and it is focused on youth age 13 to 25 years old. The reason why this age range are selected is during this age they experiencing a phase where they feel romance is something that is necessary for their life. Couple is forbidden in Islam. So the root cause of why couple culture is norm among Muslim in Malaysia is because of ignorance. It has been taught in school and by parents that couple is forbidden in Islam. However, we do it. We knew about it, but we did nothing and kept on ignoring Allah's commands. It has been stated clearly in the Al-Quran that as a Muslim, one cannot go near adultery as it is a shameful deed. Adultery does not consist of sexual intercourse only, but it includes adultery of the eyes, ears, speech, and heart. Romantic relationship before marriage is a step closer towards adultery. Most people nowadays disregard the commandment of Allah, and a couple is one of them. Most people only choose the commandments that benefit them. If the commandments are considered as burdensome or not following one's will, they will not do it, despite the fact that the ultimate purpose in life, as our slave, it is simply to seek His pleasure and follow His order, whether we like it or not. It shows that human beings are selfish, ungrateful, and do not please Allah as Rabb. We keep on doing things that are forbidden by Allah just to obtain our temporary satisfaction in this dunya.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Nur Alia Maisara binti Muhammad Zaini and my metric number is 2012852. For the plan and methodology, we chose a quantitative method, which is survey. There are two groups of people that were targeted in this survey. The first one is parents who have children aged 13 to 25 years old, and the second one is students or youth aged 13 to 25 years old. The questionnaire was designed in Google Form, and the objective is to find out whether the couple's culture is a norm among Muslims in Malaysia or not. By having two surveys, there will be diverse opinions and point of views from various ages on how and why the couple's culture is a norm among our society. Around 35 to 40 respondents were needed for each survey in order to get a reliable sources of data, and most of the questions are either multiple choices or subjective. There are 11 questions designed for the parent survey form, and among them are: do you think it is a need for your children to be in a relationship before they get married? Do you allow your children to go out with their significant other or partner? And the last one is, what is the reason for allowing your children to have a partner or to be in a relationship before marriage? Meanwhile, 9 questions were designed for the student survey form. The example of questions which has been created are: what will your action be if you witness someone, preferably your close ones such as friends or family members, being in a relationship before marriage? Secondly, are you aware that having a romantic relationship before marriage is prohibited in Islam? And lastly, what is your reason for your answer above? The surveys were then distributed to the targeted audience via email, WhatsApp, and other social media platforms such as Instagram, and it took about a week to get enough respondents. There were 59 responses received from the student survey, while 37 responses were from parents' survey.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Alaman Hakim Esa. My matric number is 2017393. So some of the questions that we asked to the parent, whether they allow their children to have a relationship. So 47.2% equals to 17% from 36 respondents, allowing their children to have a relationship as long as they know with whom their children have a relationship with. So for me, this proves that parents have failed to do their job as the Khalifah, because the Khalifah role is to lead their subordinate toward Allah's way of life, which means similar with parents' role. As quote from the hadith narrated by Bukhari and Muslim, which means and a man shepherd to their households. So this clearly means or clearly explain that parents need to guide their family to Siratul Mustaqim. So the question that we ask to parents is if they allow their children to go out with their partner. So 41.7% from 36 responded allowing their children to go out with their partner, but with a time limit, usually to come home before Maghrib. Then the following percentage of parents will allow their children to go out with a condition that they are informed of where they will be going, and parents who don't allow their children to go out at all is similar, which is 36.1% of 30% parents respectively. As for the answer, it clearly shows inconsistency in their parents' word, as having to go there before marriage is undeniably prohibited in Islam, but they want their children to come before Maghrib and act according to Sharia. This even illustrates that the parents did not practice Shumulia because they choose what they want to obey and what not to obey. This action is just like getting carpet on stairs to prevent others from falling, but did not install the railing first, which is pointless. Thank you.
My name is Shamil Akmal Naim. My matric number 2015641. I will explain the survey for the student. This survey we target to the student aged 13 to 25 years old. The question that we ask to the student, which is what their action would be if they witness someone, especially their close one, in a relationship before marriage. Majority of them, which is 45.8%, answer do nothing for this question. From this data show that the concept of Amar Ma'ruf Nahi Munkar was not implemented in their life. This is because they choose to keep silent and put no effort into preventing their acquaintances from munkar, or in the case, the relationship before marriage. Next question that we brought into this survey, which is we asked to the student, are they aware that this couple culture is prohibited in Islam? and most of them answer yes, which is 84.7%. The Islamic worldview that we can put on this data, which is rububiyah. This is because they did not fully apply rububiyah in their life as a Muslim, because they willingly decide to neglect Allah's laws. Hence, they have to actually deny Allah as their ruler by doing that action. Most of them admit they are aware of this matter because they learned it at religious school before, and they do understand that it can lead to zina. Regarding this matter, it is important to point out that even though they realize that it is sinful to have a relationship before marriage, but they still choose to do so.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Aizlina binti Kutum, and I will continue this presentation with the outcomes of this solution. So the solution that we have agreed on is making a video and then upload it on YouTube. So in this video, we have included some opinions from people and why couple happens in the first place, as well as why Islam prohibited this couples culture. So throughout this video, we aim to educate people by the medium which is YouTube. This solution is chosen because of three main reasons. The first one is the audience. We believe that this solution will help us to get more audience and increase the possibility of having strangers that view this video. Next is the collection of data. By using this method, all collection of data such as views and comments will be on the same place, so it's easier for us to organize them. Next is the convenience, because people can access to this video anytime, anywhere, and they don't have to spend much internet. So the types of feedback that we receive is in form of likes, views, and comments. We have received 83 likes, 33 comments, and 123 views. But here we will only focus on the comments as our outcomes. So these are some of the comments that we received, which is pretty positive actually, because Aisha Hazira said that single life should be normalized, and I didn't know said that this couples culture has become a small matter in the society, even though it is clearly haram. And Natasha Shamsul stated that, emphasized that Muslims should obey Allah's commandments, and Ala Fatiha said that couples culture is wasting time. So from these comments, I sincerely believe that our message have come across them, like they believe that couples culture is bad and it's prohibited, so it should not be normalized in society. However, there are also a few comments that still accepting this couples culture, as long as they think that it is okay, as long as the couple has the intention to marry each other and they are actually knowing each other in the process of getting married. But I think that it should not be normalized, because couple is prohibited in Islam, and there are so many ways that Islam propose to actually getting to know your partner. Instead of couple, there are also other methods to know your partner or possible wife or husband. So yeah, that was the end of our presentation. Thank you.